Hi, I'm Kris, and I am here today to help you get some additional insight and information to help you as a judge so that you can be the best possible judge you can. Our speech contests, they are an important part of our Toastmasters educational program. And as a judge, you want to make sure that you are choosing the best contestant for that specific contest to move forward to the next level of competition. What are we going to discuss in this training here? I am so glad you asked. We are going to cover a little bit about the speech timing and what is going to happen for you in timing purposes for tallying your ballot. We are going to go into the specific criteria for both the international speech contest and the table topics contest. As a speech contest judge, you should be familiar with the contents of the speech contest rulebook. Be aware of any changes that happened from the prior year. You can download item number 1171 from the Toastmasters website. Be sure that you are using the speech contest rulebook for July 1, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. As a judge, you should not pay attention to the time of any speaker. That is the role of the timers. The timers are going to record that official speech time, share it with the chief judge, who's going to determine if there were any disqualifications. You should be aware, after each speaker, you will have 1 minute of silence that you can tally and mark your ballots. All the contestants for that specific contest have finished, there will be silence until all of the ballots are collected from the judges. You'll have as much time as you need. The chief judge may try and figure out who has not completed their ballots if it is taking an excessive amount of time. The purpose of the International Speech Contest is to enable members to practice public speaking and content development in a competitive setting. The topic and purpose of each speech is going to be determined by the speaker, and every speech, it should fit within the overall purpose of this contest, which is to clearly develop and present ideas in a substantially original speech. Judges and contestants should both be familiar with the contest ballot. Form number 1172 is the International Speech Contest ballot. It was revised back in May 2024. Nothing has changed on the criteria part of it from prior years. It is just the bottom portion of the ballot with the layout and formatting that has been changed. The judging criteria, the ballot for the International Speech Contest, it's divided into three main areas. There is content, there is delivery, and there is language. Content is 50% of the total score and is further broken down into speech development, effectiveness, and speech value. Delivery is 30% of the total score and is broken down into the physical, voice, and manner. And language makes up the remaining 20% of the score, which is broken into appropriateness and the correctness. On the back side of the ballot is a full description of each of these criteria, and let's review those now. Content is broken down first area into the speech development. This is the way that the speaker puts their ideas together so that the audience can understand them. The speech is structured around a specific purpose, and this structure must include an opening, a body, and a conclusion. A good speech immediately engages that audience's attention and moves forward toward a significant conclusion. The development of the speech structure, this is going to be supported by relevant examples, illustrations, facts, figures. It's delivered with a smoothness that they blend into the framework of the speech to present the audience with a unified whole. Up to 15 points can be contributed to the speech development. Next breakdown area is the effectiveness. The effectiveness is measured in part by the audience's reception of the speech, but a large part of it is your subjective judgment as to how the speech came across. Ask yourself these questions. Was I able to determine the speaker's purpose? Did the speech relate directly to the purpose? Was the audience interest held by the speaker? And was this speech subject appropriate for this particular audience? You can score up to 10 points in this category. The third part of content is the speech value. This is what justifies the act of speaking. The speaker has a responsibility to say something meaningful and original to the audience, and the listeners should feel that the speaker has made a contribution to their thinking. The ideas should be important ones, but just because they're important, it does not preclude a humorous presentation of those ideas. You can score up to 25 points in this category. Next, we have delivery. Delivery is broken into the different areas. First is physical. The physical presentation of a speech. This is going to carry the responsibility for effective communication. The speaker's appearance should reinforce the speech, whether it is profound, sad, humorous, or instructional. Body language should support the points through their gestures, their expressions, their body positioning. And the speaker is going to make effective use of and stays within that designated speaking area. You can assign up to 10 points. Voice is the sound that carries the message. It should be flexible, moving from one pitch level to another for emphasis. It should have a variety of rate and volume. A good voice can be heard clearly, the words easily understood. You can assign up to 10 points in this category. The third part of delivery is the manner. Manner is the indirect revelation of the speaker's real self as the speech is delivered. The speaker should speak with enthusiasm and assurance. They should be showing interest in the audience and confidence in the audience's reactions. You can score up to 10 points in this category. The last part of this ballot is focused on language, appropriateness, and correctness. Appropriateness of language refers to the choice of words that relate to the speech purpose and to the particular audience hearing the speech. Language should promote clear understanding of thoughts, and it should fit the occasion precisely. You can score up to 10 points for appropriateness. We also have correctness of language. This ensures that the attention is going to be directed toward what the speaker says, not how it is said. Proper use of grammar, correct pronunciation. This is going to show that the speaker is the master of the words being used. You can score up to 10 points. As a recap, International Speech Contest Ballot. You are listening and paying attention to the delivery, the content, and the language. As we turn the page and we move over to table topics, our contestants, they have been practicing their impromptu speaking skills in the club setting by responding to questions and topics given to them on the spot with the goal in mind of delivering a well-structured and coherent response under time pressure. Essentially, this is a way to hone the ability to think quickly on their feet and communicate effectively in unexpected situations. The table topics ballot is item number 1180 and can also be downloaded from the Toastmasters International website. It has the same 3 category breakdowns, but the emphasis is different from what is on the International Speech Ballot. On the table topics ballot, content is now worth 55%, with speech development earning up to 30 points and effectiveness up to 25 points. Delivery is 30% of the score. Physical can earn up to 15 points and voice up to 15 points as well. The last category is language, which attributes to 15% of the total score. Appropriateness can be scored up to 10 points and correctness up to 5. When we look into the details of the content of the internet or the Table Topics Contest ballot, speech development, this is the way that the speaker puts ideas together so the audience can understand them. The Table Topics response, this is structured around a purpose, and that purpose and structure needs to have an opening, a body, and a conclusion. The response from the contestant, it is supported by relevant examples and illustrations, facts, and figures, if they are appropriate, and it's delivered smoothly. You can score up to 30 points in this category. Under content, we also have effectiveness. This is you. You're the judge. This is your subjective judgment of how the response from that speaker came across. Were you able to determine the speaker's purpose? Did their response relate directly to the given question or topic? Was their response clearly and logically presented? You can score up to 25 points for effectiveness. We have the delivery of the contestant's answer. This is 30% of the total score. Physical presentation of the contestant's response. This is going to carry part of that responsibility for effective communication. Their appearance should reinforce their response. Body language should support their points through gestures, expressions, and body positioning. And the speaker makes effective use and stays within that designated speaking area. You can score up to 15 points for the physical presentation. The second focus of delivery is voice. This is the sound that carries the message. It should be flexible, moving from one pitch level to another for emphasis. It should have a variety of rate and volume. A good voice can be clearly heard and the words are easily understood. You can score up to 15 points for voice. The remaining 15% of the total score revolves around language. Language is broken down into the appropriateness and correctness of the language and words used by the contestant. Appropriateness is the reference to the choice of words that relates to the speech purpose and to the particular audience hearing the speech. It should promote a clear understanding of thoughts, and it should fit the occasion precisely. You can score up to 10 points for the appropriateness of the language. Correctness of language. This is going to ensure that the attention is directed toward what the speaker says, not how it is said. Proper use of grammar, correct pronunciation. This is going to show that the speaker is the master of the words being used. You can score up to 5 points for the correctness. This training video, we highlighted some of the key points to help you prepare as a judge for an upcoming speech contest, specifically the speech timing and the criteria for international speech contests and the criteria for the Table Topics speech contest. As you step into your role as a judge, remember your objectivity, your fairness. This is going to play a crucial part in creating a positive and rewarding contest experience for all the participants and the audience members. Thank you for your dedication and best of luck as you contribute to the success of the speech contest. I look forward to seeing you soon.